Hi, everybody. Kate just had to do something real quick and she will be back. Oh, I'm trying to very discreetly grab my little fleece comforter thingy, cover up my toesies. I'm all propped up into bed today because I can and I want to. No excuses. It's cold outside. I got my water. I got myself all set up here. So I hope it doesn't sound too bad. Let me know if it does. Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? I'm not sure. I'm trying to play with the volume. Let me know, please. How is everybody? Okay, good. Thank you, Truth. Hey, little boots. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is an open panel. If you want to pop up and say hello or say anything or add anything, um, you're only allowed up if I know you and you have an established channel. No little sneaky trolls. I won't let you pass the back door backstage, so don't even try. Hello, Annie J. Who did I miss? Pass for pet. Who else is in here? Truth, of course. You wish. And my very late partner in crime, Kate, which I knew she was expecting a phone call, so I can't blame her entirely. But it's sure been an eventful morning. Oop, there she is. Hang on. Hello.
Hello, I'm sorry I'm fashionably late.
Okay, made excuses for you.
Very good, very good. Oh no, yeah, I ended up finishing up some candy and stuff, and I made
Oh, okay.
I made peanut brittle. Only made it with instead of peanuts, I made some batches with cashews.
Ooh, send me some.
Oh my gosh, it came out good. I'm like, I've been tasting. I think I probably gained 5 pounds just making candy from tasting everything. It's like, geez. Because I mean, especially because a lot of it's going to other places and gifts and everything like that. So you want to, make sure you taste everything to make sure everything's perfect. So,
Right.
um,
Yum. I have been, it's not my forte candy making. I don't seem to have the touch for it. I can do, cookies and bars and all sorts of things, but candy just defeats me.
and I do, the baking part. I like to bake. I like to bake.
Mhm.
Um, I never really I've made candy before, but it was more um like traditional type candies and stuff. I never made hard candy until I met my husband's family. And that was big thing for them. It's like, oh my God. And I don't know how they tell she made all these batches of candy, but cinnamon's always, the favorite. And they call it just old fashioned crack candy is what it's called.
Right.
And my husband said it's named appropriately because he goes, it's like crack. You get addicted to it.
Yeah, yeah. Just like Christmas crack, the saltine cracker one. I can do that actually.
Yeah,
I'm real
and
good at doing that one. And that is,
I
I don't even make it anymore because I will sit down and eat the whole damn thing.
oh, I know. I mean, oh my God. And so, and he's just like, I wondered, somebody else had made, and I always call it peanut brittle, but somebody else had made cashew brittle and I tasted it. I thought, wow, this is really pretty good. And I thought I'm gonna have to try that. So I just used the same peanut brittle recipe that I made. And oh my God, I put it in the Discord for the girls. It's so easy to make. It is so easy. It's just time consuming.
Yep.
And and the hard candy, the first couple times I made it, I'm like, yeah, I didn't think I did a very good job. But my mother-in-law said, no, it's good, you did a good job. I'm like, okay. So I've been making it ever since I made it for her this year, because she just doesn't have time to do it this year. She's got plenty of other stuff going on. So I took over the candy making for this year. And oh my gosh, you get, I learned my lesson about letting everybody pick what they want, what flavors, because I was making like 5 million flavors. It's like, come on, you guys, give me a break. But I will. Hey, little boo, it's good to see you, honey. You wish. Hi, Bud Files. Hi, Annie
Oh,
Janny.
Thanks
You
for dropping in.
wish. Everybody, hello, hello, hello. Pass for pets. Hi, sweetie. I think everybody sounds like they're doing pretty good. And Annie Janie, before I forget, would you do an ask a nurse on rotator cuff injuries and stuff?
Oh,
Sometimes I hate being tall, and I
oh.
don't know what it is with crappy joints and stuff for tall people, but I'm not the only one. I think everybody in my family has had joint issues, but I and once you've had a tear, I think you become more of have a propensity to have another tear.
Mhm.
So this one's a little different. So it's just a pain. It's
Oh.
irritating. It's irritating. But back to food. Back to food. But and if girls, if you, I wanted just to say, be sure and use a cookie sheet for that hard candy recipe that has a little bit of a lip on it, because you're
Oh,
pouring
yeah.
molten lava hot
Yep.
candy onto a cookie sheet. You don't want it to be a flat one. I thought about that this morning. I'm like, oh shit, no.
Well,
You don't want a
you
flat
need
cookie sheet.
yeah, you need the jelly roll pan, so it's got
Yeah,
the edge on it, so
right, right. And you don't want to use too
hey,
big of a
Kat.
cookie sheet, because if
Yeah,
you do, your candy will be way too thin. So you don't want super, super like window pane thin glass candy. But and use your candy thermometer. I mean, I've been making this candy seriously for, oh my God, probably 25 years now. And I always use a candy thermometer. My mother-in-law can do it just by eye, you know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
no, 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 no. I don't ever chance it. I'm like, nope, just use the thermometer. It's easy. Just stick the thermometer in there and you're good. But oh, hey,
Oh,
Kyla, how are you,
no,
honey?
I
Um,
know. It's funny
just
because all my baking has, like, gone down, it's just like, huh, no more sugar cookies, no more this and that. I do the old traditional, mince pies, and I'll do, what we call butter tarts, which are just
ooh,
yeah, those I make. Oh my goodness, I do make them very well.
ooh,
Occasionally, I'll dip into doing pasta donatas, and that's my Portuguese accent sucks, so I apologize to anybody with a Portuguese heritage. But those are those egg tarts that have the little scorch markings on the top.
oh, yum.
But it has to be at an oven at 550, and that just makes me nervous.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
end up hovering because I expect my whole kitchen to explode. So every once in a while I'll make them, but I have to be brave. And then I do shortbread and some ginger cookies, but that's about it
Mm,
now. Yeah, I've scaled
mm.
back. I used to be a real factory.
Well, yeah, because we just have so many, and again, we were kind of talking about this in Discord the other day too. When you have a big family, if you start buying gifts for everybody, you will be broke by
Yeah.
the end of the time. And it's just not feasible. So a lot of times now, we used to do this with clients. We would give clients, just like little hand sanitizers or hand creams or, um, you know, little hand soaps from Bath and Body. They appreciate it. It's a little gesture. And more often now we just do like, only our really, really good clients get the little goodies and stuff. And then for everybody else, we just make candy. And
Mhm.
if I don't have time to make candy, I will run and just get a little plate of, the little cookies from one of the local stores that make stuff. And it's just a nice gesture, you know? And so we draw names, and only, of course, you get for the kids, because that's what it's all about. It's for the kids. Christmas is really for the kids. But, and, my husband just looks at me with a little puppy face. Well, I'm a kid at heart. And I said, well, that's about the truest thing you've ever said. So, yes. But, so we try to tend to get for the kids and that kind of stuff. And then for the adults, we go and just pick names. And I love the idea. We used to do this at office parties and stuff too, where you buy the gift wherever how much, and then you can steal from one another. I love that. That's fun. That's hilarious. Um, there's actually, I've seen this on YouTube, and I just laughed because it was true. I'm like, oh my God, this is so funny. One time, a relative dared somebody to go and get like Dollar Tree stuff for everybody.
Right?
And I think they went and just got like 50 or 60 things from Dollar Tree and wrapped them all up. And it was like challenge accepted, you know? It's like, oh, that was hilarious.
I like that actually.
And oh, it was fun. And well, we used to do that all the time. We would go because I am so sorry. This time of year, the elderly really get forgotten about.
They sure do. We've got a drugstore here called London Drugs, and they put up a tree, a giving tree with
Yes.
seniors in surrounding nursing homes that are
Yep.
without family and what they need. And every year, my sister and I go and we pick a few tags and buy.
Yep. Yep. We have that same thing here. And I mean, I like Dollar Tree. I think
Ew!
I have a blast at Dollar Tree. They have such really cute things. And if you didn't know, and if you watch some of the people that do the Dollar Tree hauls, you can get name brand stuff disguised under the Dollar Tree name.
Yeah, yeah. Those really expensive laundry booster pebble thingies you throw in the wash. You can find that under a different name. Same thing, same bottle, just a different label, and it's exactly the same thing.
It is. It
It is,
is.
and you're paying $1.25 for it. Where you're paying,
Exactly.
I don't know how expensive it is where you are, but I don't buy it because it's hideously expensive buying the
Well,
name brand stuff. At
it
that
was
point,
funny.
no.
One of my last Christmas seasons at in corporate, when I worked for the credit bureau,
Mhm.
we picked a family as the entire office went. We picked a family, and the women got into it at the grocery store because, well, they deserve name brand things. They don't hardly ever get name brand things. I'm like, shut the fuck up, you idiots. I mean, Jesus. You
Yeah,
know,
I don't value myself with the name brand stuff. I mean, they're
well,
not paying me to advertise for them. Fuck
well,
off.
and there's a lot of, store brands or off brands that are every bit as good. Now, that granted,
Mhm.
there's some that aren't so much,
You
but
have to know
you
your
try
product.
them.
Yeah, you
Right.
have
You
to
kind
know
of
your
try them
product.
and see.
Yeah.
And everybody has a different opinion of it, but I'm like, you know what? You don't have to buy Bounty paper towels when, Sparkle paper towels or Viva or Brawnies,
Mhm.
and even some of the store brands are perfectly fine. So I'm like, we can make our money go so much farther if you bought, Sparkle paper towels instead of Bounty paper towels. I
Yeah.
mean, and they just finally, I just like, girls, do whatever you want. Here's my part of the money, go for it. And then we just went behind and did some other little things here and there and stuff because, my husband looks at me every year. We have a church, it's our neighborhood church, and they have a food pantry. And I tell you, they have the pre-bag stuff you can get at the store, here, give us $10 and you can get this bag of food and we'll donate it to the pantry. And I'm like, that's all well and good, but no. And he'll just look at me and go, here's $75, go to it. I'm like, no problem. And I will, you can come up with so much nice stuff. I mean,
Mhm.
you can throw in, decent macaroni and cheese, but some of the store brand cream soups, that kind of stuff, the pasta, it doesn't matter what brand it is.
What you do with it. Yeah.
Exactly. That's
You
really
can
true.
be a
I mean,
bad cook and use name brand, you know, and then you can be an excellent cook and do just as well with store brands.
yes. And I agree with that, Deb. Costco paper towels are good. And so are Sam's. And so,
Mhm.
I mean, I used to buy like the Bounty Select a size and everything. I'm like, you know what? I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna try the store brand from Costco and Sam's, and they are so much. You save about $5 or $6 for one of those big packs, and they work great. They are just as every bit as good. So, I mean, it's just like, yeah, okay, whatever. So, People have to be so newsy. But yes, I saw that foodie was back in Canada. That
Mhm.
was
You got
that
her
was
little I called it last night.
yeah,
Actually, I have
yeah.
to confess, I didn't, accidentally discover. It was on Twitter. Somebody had
Oh,
screenshotted is that even a word, shotted? Somebody screenshot, um, her social blade where you could clearly see she was posting from Kuwait, and then
right.
all of a sudden her latest said CA, and I went, "Ah!" So I went to look up myself, and I went, "Ha ha, she's back." So some clever person on Twitter I can't remember who I saw. I got so excited I forgot to take notes so I could give her credit. So sorry.
That's okay. Whoever you are, thank you. Thank
It's
you.
ADHD in my age, I'm sure of it.
Yes, exactly.
I
And exactly, Kyla, that is so sweet that, that you guys do that for, the people because they so appreciate it. And it's so much easier too, instead of, they say, hey, you pick a person, or go pick something off the tree like we do, for the elderly and stuff. Because, my mom there towards the end of her life had got stuck in a nursing home. It was just, we did it for a long time without it, but then, sometimes you
yeah,
have to admit when you just can't do it. And about the last 6 months of her life, she was in a nursing home. But oh my gosh, I mean, we have literally seen things that were, I just couldn't believe. People that, they drop you off at the door and they never come back. And
they
I'm
did
like,
I know.
that's those people need to just go to hell. I'm sorry, they really do, and I'd be more than happy to give them a fast track. But we always would include people that we knew that didn't have any family or whatever. It's like, yes, please come sit with us. Come sit at our family table for the holiday. We love
Mhm.
to have you because it's just means so much to them. I mean, one little gesture, and we would see they had to, the activities director would have to pay for the stuff they allotted them just a pittance, and so the activity director would pay for a lot of stuff out of her own pocket. And I'm like, oh, honey, what do you need? And she's like, well, I need stuff for bingo prizes. Oh man, that's
Uh,
all that took. and but there were some things that you had to kind of learn, which you wouldn't think, especially with products that smell really good. You had to be careful about what you passed out because they would at one point with memory issues and stuff is foo-foo these days.
sure
you
is.
know my mom could not figure out for her life foaming soap. She thought it was hand lotion every time. Bless her heart. So
Oh, no, no,
she would think it was hand
no.
lotion. And I'm like, Ma, what you doing? She goes, oh, I'm going to put some lotion on. I said, well, let's go with a different kind. So, but
Your
so
hands
bless her
must have
heart.
been awful, dry and itchy. Oh, Lord.
And so bless their hearts. So they wouldn't understand that sometimes.
Yeah,
So we just had to be very careful about what it little tubes of hand cream, that kind of stuff were like on the top list, and little sprays, that kind of stuff, little room sprays.
yeah.
So that was not confused with another product. So God love them. But oh, hey Kate, how are you, sweetie?
Hey,
Um, don't V, I'm sorry, I said V slicked in on me. I didn't see her. Um, but so yeah, I mean they just, I mean, they perked up so much just getting like a little thing of lipstick, or
yeah,
just
just
some
something.
thing that we wouldn't even think twice about. We don't think twice about going to the store and buying little things here and there, but to them that's just like, oh wow, look, it means everything to them. So we just loved doing that. We had so much fun doing it. And you know
Yeah,
the bingo prizes, it was spot on, because then you had to be careful too. Sometimes you couldn't really give, like my husband, when his nephew was having surgery, he said he ran into some guy in the cafeteria and he asked me for some orange juice, so I bought him some orange juice. I said, oh honey, hope that was okay, because you just never know. I said, yeah, what if he wasn't be supposed to have that kind of stuff? And he goes, well, he got it today. So you need
uh,
to be careful doing that. So you just never know.
So, when I posted that little teaser yesterday, about Foodie Beauty coming back, I got content struck.
What?
No, it's okay. It's okay. It just means I can't monetize it. It's not a strike against my channel.
Oh,
It's
I was
my
thinking, what the?
copyrighted music, and I'm going. They copyrighted the "O Canada."
What?
I was like totally confused, and then then I figured no, it was probably because I picked an instrumental, uh,
Right?
and so I think probably it was the orchestra. Probably,
Gosh.
and then so I went and removed the music. Not that I would make any money on it. It's only a
Well,
minute
yeah, of
long,
course
but
not. Yeah, what's the point?
still,
Yeah.
come on, people.
Well, next time we'll just have to sing, "Oh
Yeah,
Canada."
exactly. So let me bring it up.
Yes, 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 do.
Okay. Let, let me do that. Let me
I
find
hope everybody's ready for the ho holidays.
it. Exactly. So I just want to do some finagling in the background. I just want to speed it up a bit. So, let's do 125 and see how that is. And I believe we'll stick up some closed captioning. I'm trying
There
to
you
do a cheap version of transformative. Yeah, exactly. Oh dear. Okay, let's see here. So anyway, so the scuttlebutt was she was returning, and there were little hints and that. I'm not a dedicated Foodie Beauty watcher. I usually watch other people's commentary on her, like Yaba and other people. So because I knew she was coming back too because of her health, I thought I'm going to start paying attention to her, because I want to see what's going to go off.
right.
And
Well, yeah.
yeah, so I've been sort of stalking the Twitter feed and the farms and speculations and all that stuff. And sure enough, that lovely person who I would love to give credit to figured it out. Was stalking
Yay.
your social page. Thank you. So here we are. So let us get started. Well, see if
And
I
Kala gave you a good suggestion. I'll try to remind you.
okay. Oh, is that in Discord?
Well, yeah, no. It says, she said if she may suggest, try to always find copyright-free versions of your song, and
Oh,
that way we
I
know.
just didn't think that they would put a copyright on a national anthem. That's all. It's just
Exactly.
weird. Okay.
Well,
Well, I guess
well.
I have to now. Who knew? Who knew?
But
Okay.
thank you, Kala. That was a great idea.
Thank you. And yes, I do know that there are copyright free. I just for whatever reason. I think I was anxious just to get it up. Thinking I was being, clever and all that shit. Never is.
Oh, you were, stop. You were. You were.
Okay. So this is a 12-minute and oh, let's get it.
Hello, Foodie Beauties. It's the holiday season, and what better gift to give someone you love than a personal video from
Just let that go. Just, sort of mute it because that is so annoying.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
There. This is so sad. Hi,
Oh, I'm gonna end up getting
Colleen.
car sick. Ugh.
Oh well, so sad that she's leaving her husband. Yeah. Better not be copyrighted music.
We'll sing over it. Oh, Canada.
I'm gonna miss you, babe.
Oh my god. I give goodbyes.
Me too.
Bye.
So he stayed behind, obviously.
Clearly, you can see the joy in his face. No, so now he can, clean out, air out the stink box. Oh, not me.
So I have my luggage here, ready to go for our first
doing?
trip to Dubai.
I don't know.
Okay, baby, relax. You are going now to Dubai.
Boy, oh boy.
So she's going to Dubai. Does she have to go to Dubai first?
Yep. She's taking Emirates. I've watched enough airline reviews. I'm really into that airline review stuff.
Right.
Trains, planes, that kind of thing. Cruise ships that I'll never go on. But hey, at least I'm honest about it.
You never know. You never know what, hey.
My thing, honestly, if I was to go cruising, would not be on cruise ships. It would be an ocean liner.
Well,
Like QE2 and the stuff that goes from England to other ports, just cruise liner.
and when it's, there's advantages to, some of the smaller lines.
They're
Like,
both here, I understand.
yeah. One of my family members just did one of those Viking river cruises and they liked it.
Oh, yes, that's another one I've been drooling over. But there is a lot of luxury trains. There's the Andean one in Peru that I am just dying to go on. I thought the Orient Express. Well, I think they're neck and neck because I do those two in a heartbeat. Somebody win me some money.
And now,
fund my fat ass to Peru.
yeah, my sister did it.
Ooh.
And she said, honestly, it really wasn't all that cracked up. She said it was fun. It was nice, but you're timed how much water you get, like taking a shower and stuff.
What, on the Orient Express?
Yes.
Well,
Now this was a while back. Now I don't know if things have changed or not. I'm not talking like 2 years ago or whenever. It was more like 10 years ago or so.
right.
But she said it was a little stiff. I mean, you just to me, I'm sorry. Hell, I got long hair. How the hell am I going to get the soap out of my hair in 5 seconds? I'm not. So I would have kind of been
do that. Yeah.
For all that money. No.
Oh wow, the new Titanic. Where? Oh my god. Nah. Good. You muted her shit singing. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. That's right. She was. Oh well, that's all right. So yeah, she's so I watched these in the airport, and she is going on Emirates, and those now Scuttlebutt is from the airline review guys, and they don't go into it very much, but I've watched other shows on it that they are treating their cabin crew and pilots very, very badly. They are not following FTA guidelines, arrest periods. They are overworking the stewardesses, or cabin crew. I'm sorry, stewardesses.
Flight attendants.
Flight attendants. They're overworking the pilots. And service has gone downhill. The cabin crew is not enthusiastic about being there, and they're not treating their business and first class like royalty like they usually do. And they treat economy fine too, but it's just gone downhill. They just don't care.
And the crazy thing to me is, before the pandemic, you heard only rarely of instances of people acting out on flights.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's all the time.
It is. It is.
And
And I do not know why they serve liquor. Like, I get it, have a, like, maybe a drink. I don't know, because they know alcohol is and air, how far high up in the sky you are, it affects you. It doubles
it
the
does.
yeah, and then some people cannot handle alcohol even on the ground.
Right.
So why even have it mixed in with a volatile situation on a plane with a bunch of people breathing the same air? Like, what?
It's
Stop.
crazy to me. It is. I mean, you got wackos that are trying to open the door in flight, just like,
Yep.
dudes, And my husband was like, well, because we passed up again this year because, my family owns the timeshare in St. Thomas. And when you're not, we never know one of these days. And when it's not being used, it gets rented out. So you have to go kind of around those dates. It's already rented. And with a big family, everybody wants to go. It's like, yeah, I want to go. It's my turn. It's my turn. So everybody fights on who gets to go. And we were up this year, and I'm like, no, we can't do it. So
No,
we
I
can't go.
know. I know.
Yeah, and it is what it is. But so I'm sure our name will come up again in 20 years or so. And one brother was like, well, if you guys want to go, you can stay in the other room with us later. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. No, you're an idiot. I'm getting the whole thing to myself. I don't care.
Exactly. We don't
God.
share well.
No. Just ask my husband about sharing an order of fajitas. Nope. I get my own order of fajitas. Will you
Yeah.
take half of it home? I'm like, yes, because it's for my lunch tomorrow.
Just keep your greasy hands off it.
So no, I mean, there was almost a Valentine's Day massacre one year. The servers up there, do you guys want to do the special Valentine's Day fajitas? And I'm like, no. The guy just looked at me. He goes, my husband's like, we don't share well. I'm like, no, we don't. So bring me my own, damn it. Okay, I'm sorry, carry on.
All right. Okay. La la la. Well, that's an empty checkout.
Wow. Yeah.
Hi, Stella. Got some water and her fan from Timu, no doubt. Being sad.
And there's my plane.
Ooh, it's foggy.
Going to Dubai. First flight.
Foggy in the
So
desert?
this is my first time.
It looks
using
foggy.
Emirates. Usually
I think that
Qatar.
there's
So we'll see how
probably
it
a
is.
sand in the air.
They just had a cheaper flight this time. Around the holidays, it's very expensive. So I have a story time about that after, about the seats. So far, the customer service is phenomenal. So my first flight
All those
is
broken veins.
5:45. I'm sorry, I had to drag my heavy carry-on all the way here to my gate, and we're about
I
to
mean,
go.
really, I think that's probably, look at her eyeliner's all smeared and melted off. Her foundation is all sinking and melting off.
Yeah, if it was even there to begin with.
Yeah, true enough. But she's sure not doing the layered filters that she does all the time.
That she normally does, exactly.
Oh my God.
No, we don't know anything about filters, do we?
No, not
Right.
anything about filters. No. Our StreamYards doesn't have filters, didn't you know?
Exactly. That's all right. Hit me up in the lobby again. I'm a pro. God. And no, I don't give refunds.
Oh dear. But I do see intense relief in her face, along with, oh my God, I'm going to be sitting in a plane for hours.
Yeah.
So it's an hour and 45-minute flight to Dubai, and then I have a 5.5-hour layover in Dubai. Another thing I saw is a first-class Falcon. Falconry is really big in the Middle East here, so you're allowed to bring a Falcon, I think. I'm not sure exactly the rules, but a man had a Falcon with him. So I think you have to buy a seat for the Falcon. and they're very, very cute.
Well, I don't know. That's unusual to see a falcon, but I'm sure it's in a carrier of some
Oh
sort.
no, he's right there. You
Yeah,
see him?
right there.
Got a little hood on and everything. He's ready. He's ready to
Do you know
go.
what distracted me at first? You're wearing a winter coat in Kuwait. What are you doing?
Oh my God, I didn't even notice.
So I had to rewind and watch again and then I saw the falcon. I was like, what are you doing? I'd be in shorts and a t-shirt.
And
Mind you, I'd be
and
arrested, but I'd still be in shorts and a t-shirt.
that's what we get to the funniest thing about, Florida. I
Yeah.
mean, if it's less than, I will be generous and say 65 degrees. Normally it's 70, but if it's
Yeah.
less than 65 degrees, you see that people wearing fur coats and mittens and gloves and hats. It's like, dude, really?
You know what? It used to confuse the hell out of me when I was a kid, because I'd be watching some Entertainment Tonight type celebrity in LA and they're all wearing fur coats. And I'm going, this is before we switched over to Celsius, so we could, keep track of the temperature. Oh, why are they wearing winter coats? It's 72 degrees. What are you doing?
I know.
They all have, even today. Well, I think I caught Real Housewives of Orange County or something, and were doing an outdoor party, and there were heating elements set up for people to, and I'm going, what the hell is wrong with you people? Why isn't the swimming pool in action? Okay. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, the winter coat really threw me off.
Oh, that would be amazing, Truth.
I know. Look at, oh, he picked over the edge. Is that his little face?
No, I think he's wearing like a little hood that
Hood,
keeps
yeah.
him calm.
So cute. Whoop. Do that. Let her. Anyway, yeah. So he stuffed her in economy, I guess. Yep, there she is. Okay, hang on.
This is a Boeing 777, and
What
so far the cabin is just so warm. The color scheme is warm, the sand dune detail on the walls, the huge entertainment screen too. As for my seatbelt extender, never be ashamed or shy to ask for one.
Madam, you didn't have to ask for one. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
they gave it to you right off the bat.
Yes, because that's one thing
I
they
got
don't
lucky
let you take
and-
off if you aren't belted in. So sorry about that.
If you're shaped like a potato, and you are, let's be honest, you didn't have to ask for anything. Wow. Why do I keep doing that? I don't know. Whoops. Because I'm
Uh-oh.
edgy. Oh, there we go. Okay.
There
The
we go.
flight was pretty empty, so I didn't have to get
Very.
2 seats, but this was eye-opening for me, and I've decided I'm not going to travel anymore without buying.
And donuts to dollars or dollars to donuts. She took a night flight.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it might have just been low clouds where I thought it was fog.
Mm.
It might have been that. Like it had been rained or something.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know if
you can't assume that because she did a daytime shot that it was not, evening when the plane took off. So she might have been hanging out in the airport for hours.
Well, and the thing too is, she said she's not going to travel now anymore unless she buys 2 seats. How about this be incentive for you to be healthy or lose weight and help your diabetes, and then you won't have to buy 2 seats. Hi, little man. How are you?
I don't know, but I like what Kate Winslet said. That's probably an oil prince with his falcon. Chantal should have swooped in and seduced him.
Say, I'll let the bird watch. I'm sorry.
Seats.
Oops, did I say
Can't
that
bank
out
on a
loud?
seat being
You
empty.
did.
You never know when a flight will be full, and as you can see, the armrest has to come down, or else you have to buy 2 seats. So
Uh-huh.
yeah. I will say that the air ventilation, the fan, is the strongest of any flight I've ever been on. So as you can see, the plane was like,
Well, that is actually a nice feature to get your own air vent. But for her, I think it's critical.
empty.
And
It was
well, on
crazy.
every plane
flight
I've been
from-
on, everybody gets their own little air thingy.
They're making planes now where that's not an option.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So you've been on older planes, but the newer ones, most of them don't offer that little adjustable nozzle.
Huh. That sucks.
It sure does.
Dubai to Montreal was more full, but still, I've never seen it this empty before. Not going to complain. All right, I'm going to do voiceover because you can barely hear me here, but I was saying that the seats so far compared to Qatar are more comfortable. They're about the same size, but there's something about the design that's more comfortable.
I'll be
Although I'm
back.
not going to talk about because
Yep.
I do love them as an airline.
I'm not going to. I'm just reading chat here. Even got a hold of a bald eagle. Who got a hold of a bald eagle? Oh, I had a bird rescue. Ooh. Yeah. Was it just a rehab, or was it for permanently injured animals? Cool.
As well. So the engine noise drowned me out here too, but basically I said how much I miss Salah and my pets, and I can't believe I'm on my way to Canada. It's surreal.
The pets. The pets. Shall we talk about the pets? Yikes. I don't know. Is he going to keep them, or is Salah going to get rid of them? Because I don't believe for a minute she's going back. Not when she was deprived of her freedom and her fast food as she was. Ooh. And she's only back to be a burden on our healthcare system. Brat.
And here they gave out these peculiar looking headphones that were shaped in a square, different,
Oh,
I
she
guess.
won't.
Time to watch some movies. So on this flight, I decided to watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Of course
Not
you
Charlie and the
did.
Chocolate
Of course you did. Oh my God.
Factory with Johnny Depp. I prefer the original. I just love Gene Wilder. So I gave back the Pepsi. I'm really trying not to drink soda, especially not Pepsi. But this was a really...
Kept the cake. She kept the cake. I noticed that she didn't actually unwrap any of that food to show you. Most people that are on a plane are always showing off the food. No.
Really good meal. It came with like some kind of charcuterie board, like a halal one, with like beef prosciutto, peppercorn turkey breast, different kinds of cheese, hummus, tabbouleh, grape leaves, some kind of wrap with like potato curry, pita. Then there was like this little dessert. It was like a mini red velvet cheesecake.
Yeah, red velvet cheesecake. Red velvet cheesecake. So we got a lot of carbs sitting on her plate. Didn't keep. No, she gave up the Pepsi is what I'm trying to say. But she kept all the other carbs, the cake, and whatever is in that plastic container.
Cake. It was really, really good.
Of course it was.
The Dubai airport, I didn't film much because I was just hustling my way through it.
Hustling her way through it.
It was confusing. You have to go through different floors. You have to take a train.
Hang on, Kate.
Anyway, I finally just had a seat, and
What?
I won't even tell you
Hang on.
how much.
I got to get back. There you are. I didn't
Hi,
even
sorry
know you
about that.
dropped out. That's okay. Was it the phone call you were expecting?
Well, yeah, and plus I had to it was the veterinarian's office checking on the boy, so and I got to report he's doing much better, so we're
Yay.
encouraged. So yay.
Yay. Poor
Yes.
little fella. Is it
I
the new
know.
medications?
Well, they put him on, we've got a rescue inhaler, or they're gonna try to wean him off the steroid pill, but he was just so out of control, they finally had to we had to keep giving him the steroid till he could get level again, and for the the medicine to get in there and start working before we can make any kind of changes to anything
Right.
else. And he's doing really good with having a little mask on his face and stuff. He just looks at me like, "What the hell is this shit, Mom? I don't like it." But
Mm.
he's doing much better. We haven't had a cough in 24 hours. We haven't had an episode of asthma in 24 hours. So yay! So we're good.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So
Oh,
I was
so happy
Hey,
to hear
Lynn.
you better.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Because it was
Oh.
getting kind of spooky there for a while.
All right. Whoop. Let me take that down just in case it hides the dialogue here. Okay.
How much I paid for 2 waters and a lemonade. It is robbery. Airport prices are insane. But my aunt
Especially if oh, stop advertising Tim Horton. It sucks now.
I think so too. I don't care
Oh
for
my
Tim
God.
Horton. I don't like Starbucks either.
No, I never did. Actually, they did a pretty decent latte, but they're drinking their regular coffee. Oh God, what is wrong with people?
Starbucks tastes burnt to me. I've
Yes.
never cared for it.
Yes, it tastes scorched, burnt, whatever you want.
Yes, it does. Ugh.
Yeah. With our McDonald's one, especially sorry, yeah, well, involves McDonald's, but real quick, Tim Hortons used to have the best coffee. Their
did.
reputation was absolutely stellar with the coffee.
Yep.
And then one day, it wasn't. It was okay. It still is, an okay product. But apparently McDonald's shimmied in and said, "You come supply coffee for us." And some kind of backroom deal was had, and anyway, the supplier went over to McDonald's. Now McDonald's in Canada has fucking great coffee.
Ours is good too. I mean, my husband was really surprised too because he is Mr. Starbucks all the way.
Oh,
All the way.
because
oh, good Lord, the man, when we went out west, he's like, "There's a Starbucks on every corner." I'm like, "Oh, and there's one up here on every corner too, but they're better in Washington State because it's where they're from." I'm like, "Oh, shut up. Stop it." But our McDonald's coffee's amazing. So yes, I'm good.
Oh man, is it ever good, Lynn?
Yeah, he was surprised.
I've had Lynn the Bailey's ice cap. Holy shit, is that ever good?
Bailey's has a chocolate now.
No way.
I think it's just a holiday thing. I don't know. I saw it in the store. I'm like, "Oh, ooh, ooh." It's like a little kid. Ooh.
So pumpkin spice, move over. Bailey's is coming to town.
Oh, I love Bailey's. I love it. I mean, I've only flown first class once, and the little gal came up and she goes, "Would you like a Bailey's before we leave?" I said, "Why, yes, I would. Thanks." Hell yeah. Looked like I need a Bailey's on my forehead, I guess.
I think so.
She said, "Would you like a Bailey's before we leave?" I'm like, "Why? I think yes, I do."
Oh my God. Yeah, well, I have to agree with Chantel. Their airport prices are predatory.
Oh, that's absurd. I mean, it's like $2-3 for just a little pack of gum or something. It's like, whatever. That's why you buy all your shit before you go in.
$4.50 for a thing of water?
Oh
Kiss
yeah,
my
I'm not
ass.
surprised. Yeah, no.
I'll drink out of the tap in the bathroom. Thank you very much.
Well, and I think they're getting better. If the water is sealed, I think you can take it through security now. If it's sealed.
Oh, good, because I was wondering about that. So,
well, yeah, because they rained on my parade a long time ago. Because when I go down to the St. Thomas and stuff, that's where I buy all my perfume. And you can't bring back and before over anything over 3 ounces. And
Yeah.
so I had to either mail it home because, oh, we'll just leave it in your luggage. After you get a bottle of Coco Chanel stole out of your luggage, you don't pack it in there anymore. So I believed somebody and said, oh, just pack it and it'll be fine. Well, no, it wasn't. Pissed me off. So now I mail it home, and now, but I heard they let that go. So that would be nice.
Oh,
Thank
sure
you.
would. But bastards. I just see Calla says her McDonald's coffee changed once they went to McCafe. Almost undrinkable.
Oh no,
Oh,
Cal, that's
yeah.
terrible.
Sure different here, boy. It's
Yeah,
people are
because
lining up for McDonald's coffee.
mess with me, but don't mess with my coffee.
Exactly. Exactly. I am the hugest coffee snob in the world. Okay, maybe
Yes.
not the world,
See,
but in
Calla
my
is a smart
neighborhood.
girl. Smart, smart, smart.
Exactly. And our tap water is good too. We actually have volunteers in this city that taste the water every morning and report it to whatever authority that looks after the quality of the
That's
water.
cool.
It
I love
is.
that.
It is. They did a little news story on it a couple of years back. And every morning, all these volunteers get up and, they run the tap for a bit, fill up their little cup and taste and like a little wine connoisseuring. And then they phone this particular number and report. And I just think that's so cool because our water is awesome,
Oh,
especially in
that
Alberta. Yeah, we have some awesome, like when I was living in another little city in this province. I swear to God, the water that came out of the tap was so cold it would frost up the glass, and it was like refrigerated water.
wow.
Yeah, yeah,
That's awesome. I would love that.
because we were so close to the mountains. It was just, I just was, yeah. Who needs bottled water?
Well, yeah, I mean they really need to rethink that. I mean, there's so much, crap in the ocean nowadays. Poor
Oh
little
yeah.
whales are washing up with 400 pounds of plastic in their stomachs.
Oh,
Ugh,
I had to
terrible
stop
what we're
watching
doing.
those clean ocean cleanup videos on YouTube because it just made me sick.
It is awful. I mean, they're
Yeah.
just destroying the reefs. I mean,
Yeah.
ugh,
But they are combating it, thank God. They're sinking ships and
yep,
coasts and
yep,
things to sort of encourage the ecosystem to attach it. So
yes.
hopefully that'll help. But yeah, we don't really want to lose our corals. That would be bad. It's like the bees disappearing. It would be bad.
Yeah,
Everything
it
is there
would.
for a reason.
Yep, and the butterflies and the little
Yeah,
hummingbirds, they all have their little places in our world here.
it
And
is. It sure is. And don't be mean to bees, people.
no, no, we love bees and bat houses. We have bat houses on our property.
Hmm.
You know, you just everything has a place in the ecosystem. Everything, no matter how big or small.
Yeah, yeah. We've got a lot of bee farmers here. Like when I'm traveling down the highway going southwest, I believe, and there are just acres and acres and acres of hives. And that's really cool looking. I didn't know you could farm bees that way, but yeah, I guess you can.
Huh, that's cool.
So I hate to see them when they swarm, but okay.
Oh, I know, I know. And it's so cute because I'm allergic to honeybees. And
Oh,
well, it's not as bad as I used to be. I mean, I don't have to carry like an EpiPen or anything with me. I don't have to do that. But I'm like shopping with my dad at like one of those little open air fruit markets and stuff. That was my pop's favorite thing to do. Let's stop at this little market. Every little market along the way he wants to stop. And we're walking along. I'm like, Pop, what kind of bees am I allergic to? He goes, oh, I don't know. The honey ones, I think. Why? Like, well, there's a whole bunch of bees. He goes, you'll be all right. Thanks, Dad. So, oh, no, we got over it after a while. Oh, Cal is a water connoisseur. Well, we know who to hit up in the future,
oh yeah. Yeah, me too. I absolutely love water.
I wish I did. I wish I was more of a water person. Now, if it's a sparkling water, I'm all for it. It's because it's like a pop. I can trick myself into thinking it's a pop, so I'm good. And But yeah, I just have never been a water person. Never.
I actually crave it. I mean, not just being thirsty. I mean, I like, oh, I'd love a bottle of water right now or a glass of water. That's stupid. I know. Well, not stupid. It's just
Well,
weird.
no, it's good. It's good for you. I mean, a lot of people. My sister's one of my sisters is like that. She is all about her water, and she's on me all the time. You need to drink more water. You need to drink more water. It's like, whatever. And hubby wants that new Ninja. It's like the Soda Stream thing. I can't even remember what it's called now. It's like, you can make your own sodas at home or whatever. It's this little Ninja thing. And I'm like, honey, another thing to sit on the counter. Really? He goes, well, you'll drink more water if we use it. And I said, no, we won't. It'll sit on the counter. You remember when you wanted the ice cream maker? He thought, oh, I got to have an ice cream maker. This is so cool. And so fine, we get the little ice cream maker. It goes DeLonghi, a little ice cream maker.
Mhm.
And I'm guilty too. I went through my bread maker phase. Like, it's gonna be so easy,
Oh, me
whatever.
too.
That it worked good and everything, but I still could do a better job just throwing it in the oven myself. But so I went through my phase too. So I'm like, okay, fine. Well, I'll think about it. If that's what you really want for Christmas, I'll get it for you. So it's going to be fun. It's going to end up sitting on the counter. It's like, okay, whatever. But he goes, I bet you'll drink more water. I said, I bet you I won't. So, because the thing, I mean, it's so cool and everything, yes. But the little cartridges you have to buy those for it.
Right.
You have to have the little CO2 thing to make your bubbles, because I mean, you don't just fart in the sink and make bubbles. I mean, come on, you got to make bubbles somehow. So it's got to have a carbonation system. Those little tube things are like $30 to replace.
Jeez. Yeah.
So
no,
like,
you can keep it. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it's just like, if anything, I hear good things about. I think it's called a Cricket. You can get like little flavor cartridges for your water.
Oh,
I would be more apt to do something like that, because now the one waters I will drink are the hint waters. I do like those.
okay. Yeah.
So I will drink those, but they're not very economical. They're like $1 a piece. It's like, okay, I can
Kala,
just throw fresh fruit in there.
You have to invite me, Kala, to your bee farm. I would love to do that. Artisan honey. Ooh. And
I love it
too.
Oh yes, we love our bat houses. We sit out in the summer. We would love sitting out there and just at dusk watching the bats come out and everything. And we did have less insects, I think, when the bat houses were full. So I loved it. I mean, it was awesome. And I'm subscribed to all the bat, video YouTube things, So it's like, oh Lord, help me. So
there you go. Anyway.
From now on, because you can't bring water through security, right? Anything over 3 ounces. So she said she brings a couple of empty water bottles and fills them up at the water stations in the airport beside the bathrooms. Should have totally done that next time, I guess. One cool feature about Emirates is at night,
now they're putting up. Okay, I've noticed those in public places now. Those little water stations. You can fill up your empty containers. So that's pretty cool.
That'd be nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Roof of the aircraft lights up with it looks like a night sky. It's so calming. And one thing that happened right after this shot, I thought we were going to die. I started praying to Allah.
Please don't. We all know you're a fake Muslim.
Yeah, that's sad too.
And I doubt you even know what the prayers mean.
No, of course not.
So really
not unless it involves food. Sorry, but
a performative Muslim, like DC Media Girl is a performative Jew, and all those weirdos on YouTube, Bible thumping, are performative Christians. So
yep,
just stop.
Yep, exactly.
Saying Astaghfirullah, please, if we die, send me to heaven. Like the turbulence, I've never experienced turbulence like this. It felt like the plane was flying, like dropping out of the sky. I had minor whiplash.
You could probably due to some heavy baggage. I don't know. It could be. I'm just saying.
I've been hearing turbulence is worse lately.
Pardon?
I've been hearing that turbulence has been really bad lately. for some reason.
Oh, okay. I'm just making pot shots that are weight.
And so I'm smart. I take a Xanax. I love it. I have a prescription bottle for 2 tablets. Whenever I fly, I just call the doctor. She knows, because I am not a flyer. I don't like to fly. I mean, I know I do. If I have to, I
Yeah.
do. That's how you get to some of my favorite places. Yeah, I
Anybody
can't swim
loves
there.
it.
So I do. And the pharmacist laughs every time. You going somewhere, Kate? I'm like, yep. 2 Xanaxes, 1 for there and 1 for back. So I'm good. I am good.
Yeah, I'm okay flying. I've never had like, I mean, I've had like, I'm out of control and there's nowhere to go but down kind of a thing. But altogether, I'm a pretty good traveler.
I'm okay. I mean, I don't get on the plane and act a fool or anything. You know, I just
Let me
look
out of
around and go,
here.
oh shit. And my husband whispers to me, "That's what you get for watching air disaster shows."
Yes, exactly, exactly. But having said that, Kate, when I watch those air disaster shows, they always say when a plane, other than somebody igniting a bomb or something, that was delicate of me.
Right.
Uh,
Well, yeah,
if it's a design flaw or electrical fault or somebody's neglect, they find it and it never happens again.
true. So something does at least good come
Yes.
out of some of these disasters. Yes.
Yeah. They find
Yes.
it, they fix it, and it's never
Yes.
an issue again.
Yep. They changed the
Unless
rules.
it's
Hopefully, it's never
sabotage.
an issue
That was
again.
the word I was trying to find.
Right.
Sabotage. Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah, exactly. Yes. I mean, it's it is what it is. I'm just it's not my favorite thing. And like I said, I don't get on there and act a fool or anything. And but I do. I take my little happy pill and I'm smiling the whole way. And
yeah.
it's like one Caribbean trip we took, my husband was so mad. We got there and everything was fine. Now, one of my brother-in-laws that we're traveling with, bless his heart, the man was in the frickin' Navy. Jesus Christ. And he gets seasick. Okay. I'm like, boy, you picked a very bad thing to be in the Navy and you get seasick. He goes, well, I'm not in the Navy now. And I said, well, I know you're not in the Navy now, you fool. But so he takes his little Dramamine, and now the ships are quite a bit bigger nowadays, so you don't really have too many problems. But I did have a problem on the inside passage the first couple days, and I am not a seasick person.
Right.
Not at all. I mean, I've been out in a boat in the ocean, in a little boat with my uncle, just like, yeah, okay, whatever, deep sea fishing and stuff. People be barfing off the side, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? So I don't get seasick. And so the poor man gets seasick. The first couple nights are just disastrous for him. And this was my husband's first cruise, and he was looking at me. And we should learn too that you don't go and book your cabin at the very front of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's rougher there anyways. Well, that's where the anchor was. Every morning we heard just chuk, 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 chuk. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And it was the anchor dropping from wherever we're in port. So here comes the anchor. Tump, 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 tump. I was like, what the hell is that? But we had some rough seas the first couple nights. And I thought it would be funny to get up on the bed and like I was surfing. And he didn't appreciate that. I'm like, come on, it's like a roller coaster. Whee!
What
He
is
didn't do that.
the best cabin or place to be on a cruise ship?
Midship.
Midship, so right
Yeah,
smack in the middle.
midship, and and the higher deck you are, you're going to be up anyways. So I think
that. Yeah.
I can't even remember what deck we were on for the Alaska cruise, but it really wasn't bad. But I was surprised that the first night it bothered my stomach, and normally it doesn't. I mean, I don't know what was weird about it, because we weren't even out in the ocean really that much. We left from Seattle to go to Alaska, and you're like on the little inside passage and the strait and stuff. So you're not really even out to sea, like,
Right.
On the Caribbean cruises. Hell, I don't, I had to tell him we went through the Bermuda Triangle how many times. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, we've sailed through it, we've flown through it, whatever. I think we've even swam in it. I mean, come on. And
Exactly.
he's like, well, I didn't know that. And I'm like, well, where you been? I said, you had to know. So, but it's just a thing. I don't know. So,
Yeah.
but
And everybody listen to Carla. Please like my stream. Please
yes, please do.
subscribe.
Please,
Please, please, please.
do.
Okay, enough
Please.
of
Yeah.
that. Okay. If you smoke, get a room with a balcony on the back of the ship, and no one will smell the smoke.
Yep, you'll get in trouble, girly.
Oh,
You'll get in trouble because
I bet.
we were the last cruise we were on, and this was what 2019 was when we were in Alaska, and I thought it was interesting because there were several, my husband's a cigar smoker, and the first thing he did when we booked this trip, he's like, do they have like a cigar place where I can smoke? Because it's almost impossible to be able to smoke on a cruise ship nowadays.
I'm
Very
sure.
few of them have an area you can smoke. Now, the Norwegian Joy did have a cigar bar. So he was thrilled. And it was right, I think well, Winnie, bless your heart, dude. I was bragging you hadn't had a cough all day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, poor Bubby. It's awful to hear, and it sounds worse than it really is. But oh, honey, I'm sorry. Hang on a sec.
Yep. Oh, poor thing. Okay, well,
Shaking in the back. It was bad. Like, it was really, really, really scary. And I was just like, oh my God, I had to take deep breaths. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. Like, I could start feeling my pulse.
well, yeah, I've got to admit, turbulence can be a little nerve-wracking. I didn't have as severe as that, but I have been on flights where you sort of clutching at the if not your partner, the chair, the seat. Armrests. Geez, I'm getting old. Armrests. That's the Alzheimer's. Ugh.
Just like beating in the sides of my like in my temples, and I was getting lightheaded. Like I don't know. I watched too many plane crash videos, but
Don't we
this
all?
was intense turbulence. And luckily we made it through, alhamdulillah. But it was
Please stop doing that.
really bad. Has anyone been through really bad turbulence? Comment below.
No, because you turn off all your comments, or did you turn them back on again? Oh no, it's the Kia.
I never thought I would see you again.
Oh,
I never thought.
oh.
Oh, my car.
Reunited at last with my Kia. I know.
So I know that was like a major cut. So she didn't do like a disembarkation. She didn't, go through Montreal airport. She probably was a wreck. Probably was. But where she had a car lot? Did she have her car like stored? Parents? I don't know. Weird.
People are going to pause and look at every crumb and stain in this car, but do yourself a favor and just pass on it. This car needs to be cleaned so bad. So that's one of the first things I'm going to do while I'm here is get this car cleaned up. I have to take it for service, for brake service, actually.
Detailing. And isn't, like, I don't drive and I don't have a vehicle, but isn't detailing a car like super expensive? Because I don't see her having the money for that. She's going to
Not
have
really.
she's going to have to get one of those portable, vacuum cleaners and do it herself. Do you think she's going to do it herself? No,
of course not. But here you can get your car detailed for $150. It's not it's not horrible. Some
Okay.
people, if you got a coupon or something, they'll do it for 100. But if it's extra horrible or something, then yeah, they're going to charge you a lot more. But just to clean it up and armor all and make everything look pretty and stuff, about $100 or so.
Okay. All right. Like I said, I just I had the idea that getting your car cleaned up was like a real major expense, but perhaps I heard wrong.
And get it cleaned up. Now this is just, I'm so tired. Like, I was traveling for close to 25 hours after everything, barely sleeping. I need to put on my CPAP and
25
get some
hours in a day.
good rest. So I will be doing Canada Beezing very soon. All right. So I appreciate the space. I've been taking for a bit, but Canada Bees very soon with more videos. And I hope you enjoyed my journey home. I just wanted to get here to Canada and get the travel over with. That journey is arduous and it's getting harder and harder. I have to really just take a break from doing that journey for a little while.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been rough and emotional because I left another family behind, and well, it's hard.
Go to a doctor. Oh, no. They don't go to doctors. Oh, she's got to find one. There's a doctor shortage all over Canada. Good luck. I forgot. Good luck with that.
Being away from my husband and my pets. And those of you who think that I'm abandoning my pets, they're not only my pets, they're Salah's pets. He's their pet dad, and he's going to take very good care of them until I can see them again, which does really bother me. I really miss them.
Sure.
And inshallah, I will see them again soon. But I have a lot of things I have to take care of here for myself. And sometimes you need distance.
How much do you think that she just trolled everybody with that? Knowing very well the condition of her cats before FFG interfered.
To take care of things, especially when you're from two different parts of the world, opposite ends of the world, and from two very different cultures.
Why did she ever explain why Salah isn't joining her? He can't come back to Canada, can he? Let's see. Kate! Oh my God! Thank you very much.
What? We've been so busy. Who knows if we'll be back before Christmas? So I want to make sure. I wish my favorite partner in crime a Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Oh my God, that was a shock. Thank you.
No, have fun.
I got tears in my eyes. Stop.
Have fun. Have fun.
Oh my God. I'm gonna have to go on a train trip when I win the monies.
There you go. Pictures.
Peru.
See, there you go. There's your first 50 bucks towards it. There you go.
No, I'm dragging you and the husband with me, boy. We're gonna have a hell of a time.
Oh no. I'm sorry. His little ass gonna stay at home. He's a character. It'll give him something else to do. I'm sure he'll want to go do something else, little weirdo. So, I mean, that was the last time we did the cruising. That he goes, I'm so tired because we did 3 cruises, and then we decided we liked St. Thomas so much that we went and just started going to St. Thomas for a week. Right. And another family member was looking while we were on a trip, and we knew they were going to be there, and we showed them where we were staying. They're like, oh wow, that's a really cool place. I'm like, we really love it there. And they started looking, and amazingly enough, because again, this is not like yesterday, this is years and years ago, right. They got into a really nice little they're basically condos is what they are. And then the whole gig is when you are, and you have an option to not do it, but it's better for you with maintenance, and because expenses in the Caribbean just for the light bill will scare you. But so we all got together as family. Yeah, hey, I'll do it. I'll pitch in this, I'll pitch in that. And so, and it was a lot less than what I thought it would be, and a lot less than, spending a week there. So, I mean, we'll just buy in. And so we did. and it worked out ever since. So,
Oh,
you know, but
that's
that's why it's been more fun just to go. And again, we all fight about who gets to go and everything, but it's, pretty much because you still have to get your airfare to get there too.
true
So
enough. True
you can
enough.
be a little
And
bit creepy
what
sometimes.
pictures you showed me, it was just beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Secret. The resort is called Secret Harbor, and
Harbor.
it's on
Yeah.
Nazareth Bay, which is a protected bay there. And, if you're lucky with the views and stuff, sometimes you'll see a cruise ship cruising past to go to Charlotte Amalia. And it's like, oh, wow, this is awesome. So it just made more sense to do that. Now we still have some family that they're all about. I have one sister that's all about cruising. Just she cruise. And
Isn't there like a culture of people that
it
just
is.
retire, they sell, and they just cruise their
It
retirement
is.
years?
It is. It is.
Wow.
Oh, now, hell yeah. That'd be my theory. I would love to retire on a cruise ship. That would be awesome. And considering what my mom paid, and this is again, mom's been gone for over a decade. Those last 6 months when she was in a nursing home, her half of the room, which guys, when I'm telling you, her half of the room was a disgrace. How tiny it was, and it
Oh,
was $7,000 a month. A month.
wow.
A month.
Wow.
And thank God, I mean, we weren't, having to pay that much, thank God. But that's, we did the first 2 months until we finally, had to make some other arrangements. But it was insanely expensive. And trust me, it wasn't all that great for that kind of money. So, when you're considering, in old age, if I'm going to have to pay $7,000 a month for like a 11 by 11 space, it's going to be on a cruise ship, And I told family, I said, hell, we'll just do that. We'll all get on a cruise ship, and whoever's sober at the end of the month, go pay the bill. What the hell? Because it's ridiculous what it costs. It is ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, if I can, go on a cruise and for that kind of money, shit, just put me on a cruise ship for that, So I work. That would be great.
It's not unappealing. Just follow the sun. Actually,
Well, yeah. Oh, well, and he was like, if I'm gonna go on another cruise, I want to do Alaska.
Oh, I would love to do an Alaskan cruise. Like I like. I'm not beach people, so a Caribbean cruise or a party boat is not my ideal. I would like those adventure cruises are that are off to the Antarctic to look at and polluted areas of the world and stuff like that. I mean, that to me is adventure and what I want to do when I'm on a vacation. Like I want to hit the museums, I want to climb up to the tallest building, I want to do things. I just, maybe beach is a couple of days, okay, now I want to do something. Let's do something. Let's climb a mountain. Let's go hiking. Let's do something.
Right.
No, that's my thing. But I would love to go on, thanks, Calla, for doing that, the link ups. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Callie. She's always awesome about that.
Yeah, you are.
She's always awesome. She really is.
Yeah, so that's my idea of it. But maybe the spirit is willing, the body is not. So,
Well, exactly. I mean, oh my God. Because we wanted to do it too. I mean, he was like, he wanted to do this for my birthday. I'm like, okay, that's cool. We'll do that for my birthday. And we had a wonderful time. It was awesome. But the oddest thing to me was, when you're used to going to the Caribbean, everybody's fighting up on deck for, deck chairs and suntan lotion and drinks, and you're wearing a bathing suit. Here it was, you pack sweaters and long johns and boots and that kind of stuff. So I was like, oh, wow, okay, this is very different. And, I love how, people, just to go to a cigar bar, you had to go out through a certain deck and then out onto the deck in the open air and go around the corner to the cigar bar, which was totally enclosed.
Right.
And if they caught you, because I remember you said, get the balcony. If they caught actually somebody, a couple of balconies over from us smoking, and they kicked them off the ship. I was freaking. I'm like, damn, man, I kicked off the boat. It's like, that was a little extreme. You don't even get a warning or anything. It is a boot you off the boat. It's like, okay. So, yikes. So they'll get you if you do that these days. That, you know, you're not allowed to do any of that good stuff. So so I feel bad for people that, because me, when I was a smoker and I had to fly, as soon as those wheels touched down, I'm like, look out, move, get the fuck out of my way. You know, look out, or I'll kill you.
The smoking, yeah. When I went to Hawaii,
That's a long flight.
yeah. Well, from where I am, yeah. We landed in LA, of course, smoking. So, you know, you put up with this stuff until I think it was 91, 92. Went to Maui. Anyway, so we get to LA and get on our, and I think from LA to Maui was 4.5 hours. So we got on our plane and we were 3.5 hours out from Maui and we lost 2 engines.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. And because we were technically, I can't remember the reason was, but the pilot decided to turn the jet around and head back. Or is it 2.5 hours? There was a half an hour difference. I think it was 2.5 hours to Maui at that point, and only 2 hours to back to LA. So that's it. The pilot made the decision to take the shorter route back, and we got there. It was a very tense flight. I had my baby niece. She was about two something, but she was seated next to me, so you know, and fast asleep. Didn't know anything was happening. And the
That's
woman
fine.
behind me, like my sister was 2 rows behind me, but my brother-in-law was two rows ahead of me, and I had Sarah with me, the baby, and the woman directly behind me started freaking out, you know, getting hysterical. And I remember turning around and I said, if you fucking wake this child up with your hysterics, there's going to be, I don't know what else I said. I just was that deadly quiet rage, you know, and she just sort of looked at me and her friend managed to calm her down because
Right.
we were going to hit water. I wanted that child to be asleep when it happened.
Well, exactly.
Not,
Yeah.
not in terror. So yeah, I've got my father. I had my father, I should say. He's passed a long time since. His sense of temper, he would do that. He would just get very quiet at first. You knew you were really in trouble when his voice. If he wasn't yelling at you, you were in trouble. You know, with that quiet sort of state, you know, the eyes and the body tenses up, and you're going, okay, we went too far. And the kids would flee out the door. This was the kind. Apparently, I inherited that. My little sister, on the other hand, inherited my mother's stink eye. My mother can give you a 1,000-yard stare that'll have you losing your bowels. You know?
Exactly. Oh, yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Out comes the wooden spoon. So I laugh about it because it was so funny that, and you know, I hold no resentments to them because we were bad kids. We were just bad kids. Anyway, so yeah, we got back to LA fine, and waited another hour for another plane and got back on. But I remember landing in Maui, and it was about 11 o'clock at night, and I needed a cigarette. Get the fuck out of my way!
Exactly.
I looked at my sister and I said, "I'll be right back." Headed out the door.
Heck yeah. It's like, don't
Yeah,
move.
thank God I quit because oh Lord.
Oh,
Anyway,
I know.
up the last of this little bit here, so you can get Sala off. Oof, what a face!
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but really, okay, I got to get back on on the other end. There we go.
Kyla, you're wonderful. Thank you.
Nonetheless,
She,
no matter how
there.
far away, I will always love you, and we will see each other again soon. So, I'm in Canada, but
Not
I'm bringing all
likely.
of my morals with me and all of my beliefs with me.
What
For how
does
long?
that mean? All my morals.
Yeah, what ones?
What about gluttony and catering to your feeders by smearing your food on your lips, like shoving your food in? So you, yeah, never mind. That's the story for another day.
True.
And all of the
True.
changes that
Yep.
I've made to myself with me, and I will continue to work on my
Aw.
character and my health here. As you can see, Julia Salah sent me this picture this morning of the pets, and they're very happy with
Julia is
him.
very
They're
relieved.
very close with him. They love us, equally, and he will take very good care of them for me. And I will see them every day on video
So
in the
heartbreaking.
meantime. So
I
thanks
have
for
a
watching this
tear.
journey, guys. I will have more videos coming soon to show you guys. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Yikes.
Ugh,
Just
no
yikes.
kidding. Yikes. Yeah, it's a yikes, all right.
Ah.
More cats, I see.
Oh, I love, yes, Calluses. I love Hawaii. My friend owns a condo out there. She rents.
That's always a perk.
What island? The Big Island? Because there's not much in Maui anymore. It made me sad to watch the fires just rip through that island. I went,
Oh, it was. That was awful.
yeah. We had pictures at the banyan tree when we were down there, and watching it be, oh, damn. Then good news that the banyan tree was throwing up new shoots, so it's still alive. Hey, pumpkin squash.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hi, pumpkin squash. I bet it's busy at the North Pole.
Oh boy.
Holy cow. It's a busy time of year for the big guy, isn't it?
And it is. It is. So anyway, that's our that's our foodie beauty back in Canada. So I hope it'll be interesting. There are other moos that uh, Olap and Authentic Hogwash are educating us in. So we're going to have to peek in on them at some point. Maybe feature their videos. Some of it is really, really crazy.
Spin the wacko wheel. You never know.
What the hell? There's a whole side. I didn't realize there were so many crazy people doing stuff on YouTube. This
It's
is the
pretty
new
scary,
asylum.
isn't it?
This is the new asylum. It has to be. I don't know.
It's something, because YouTube is definitely not the same YouTube I tuned into years ago. So, not so much.
Kate has been watching Maui conspiracy videos that there's people that think it was a government's. You're kidding me, really? A government space base?
Oh no.
Elon, what have you been doing up in space?
Oh no. Oh, it was so cute.
Anyway, yeah, guys, thank you so much. I think come January, I'm going to try and be more consistent with at least twice a week. I say that now, but December, it's busy time,
It
families
is.
in and out, and it's a difficult month for me.
Yes, it is.
I've lost several family members in the past year, and it is a time of reflection. And tomorrow night, a local church down the way is having a blue Christmas, so I'm off to that tomorrow evening with a friend who lost her brother also. In case you didn't know, last December I lost my brother.
Yes.
It was an unfortunate death. Unfortunate I won't go into any detail because there are people out there that will run with it, and
Oh, sure.
yeah. But it's a year now. I think I can talk a little bit about him. He was troubled, but he had a heart of gold, and it was just unfortunate situation. And I'm glad I got to visit with him. Um, things were well. This was a complete shock. Nobody saw it coming. And
Right.
yeah, so anyway, so his birthday is also his death month, and that's this month. So
Yes, it
it's
is.
a double whammy. And I also have my bestie lost her brother too, 6 months later.
Yep, I remember that.
And yeah, and it was a heart attack, I believe.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just bad. It was just bad. So we're teaming up tomorrow, and we're off to church for Blue Christmas.
And
So
that'll be fun. That'll be something you guys can do together and reflect and
yeah, exactly, exactly. And we've boohooed in front of each other, so we'll probably boohoo there too. So
oh, good Lord, if you can't cry with your girlfriends,
making
good
fun.
Lord, who can I've called and
Yeah.
it's they lose a pet, I'm crying with them. It's
Oh
like, oh
my
my
God.
God,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Nobody ever
terrible.
cries alone.
Nope.
If you start crying, I don't know you from Sam on the hill there, and I'll be weeping right along with you.
Yep, same here.
Yeah.
Same
Thank
here.
you, Kate Winslet, for the prayer hands. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
definitely.
And
Definitely
yeah, and
can.
last year Kate and I both had COVID at the same time. It's like we're in different
You
countries, but holy shit.
know. It's like, really? Oh my God. We were talking behind the scenes, like, I don't know, man. What
Oh
about
yeah.
you? And she goes, oh, I know, I did too. It's like, yikes.
There you go. So anyway, we'll tie it up on this note here. I just had to put that in because I was tired of not acknowledging my brother publicly because of certain people.
Right.
And fuck you, and fuck
Right.
you on the horse you rode in on,
That's
and get on
right.
to work today. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, no doubt. I forgot about that.
Karma.
Oh, well.
Oh well,
Oh,
is
well.
right.
And
Anyway, guys.
just for
Yep.
folks in the back that don't remember, we only respond. That's it.
Yep.
So anybody else out there saying anything
Aw.
else is delusional as usual. Ho,
Aw.
ho, ho.
I'm sorry, Kala. Really
Uh,
hate it. Yeah.
it did. That happened in my husband's family. His pop suddenly took ill and passed away the day before their anniversary and the day before my husband's birthday. So, yep,
Yeah.
been there
And
and
you
done that too.
and trying to plan a funeral on a Zoom is
Oh,
it
not
was
easy.
no, it wasn't. I think all of us, because we were all different cities, and we're all on this stupid Zoom call, and it really went smoothly. Like nobody was arguing about what to do this, what to do that. We
Oh,
just
that's good.
said, I picked the music, and everybody said I picked really good music that reflected his personality. So
Oh, awesome.
yeah, maybe if I
Awesome.
figure out how to do it, I'll show it in Discord because it was really, really a nice presentation. Especially and kudos to the funeral home because they were doing what they could, with nobody there. So I mean, we were there present at the actual funeral, but
Right, right.
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's getting to that part is the hardest part. It's like,
yeah,
okay,
but I'm finally in the place where I can talk about them and celebrate them and
that's
ignore
awesome.
the assholes. So
Yep, then you're right. That's what it takes because
yeah,
there's so many out there to pick from.
that's true enough. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for showing up. Kate,
Yes, thank you,
give
everybody.
me
Thank you,
money.
Deb. Oh, honey, you're welcome. The
Aw,
years coming because I haven't been able to do it. So hey, if you get monetized, hit me up. I'll be able to donate.
oh,
So, but no,
please.
that's been wanting to come for a couple years. So yeah, I'm glad to
Oh,
do it and have
everybody
fun.
hang on to their money. It's Christmas and things are inflated and Well, but thank you. That was very generous.
No, you're welcome, and treat yourself as you should, because yeah, you're my favorite partner in crime. So
Okay.
if we don't see anybody beforehand, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever floats your boat.
Happy
We'll
flying
see you
spaghetti
soon.
monster. Whatever. I almost joined that church once.
Oh Lord. Oh no.
All right, guys. We will see you again really soon, and hopefully more regularly in January.
Yep.
So,
Take care, everybody.
bye.